Welcome back to Space Engineers, and our craft isn't quite done yet, and the reason for that is all these thrusters. Oh, and I forgot to put batteries in last time. Batteries now. All these thrusters take platinum, and platinum is one of the slowest metals to process there is, it seems. If I go to the refineries here, you'll see I've just put platinum first on all of them, and it produces in small amounts. They've all got yield modules, so they'll all produce as much platinum as they can. It just takes a while. If you have a look in the production tab, I put a couple of thousand on. It's only got through, and we can see how fast it's actually producing them. We've got another 60 there. I guess we can get another thruster in. I've got 3 at the front, 3 at the back. I've got a couple on either side and one on the top, one on the bottom. Yeah, I'm just trying to basically have enough sort of... we're going to need some construction components, large steel tubes. We'll just get it from there. Yeah, I just want to have a bit of redundancy because this thing will move as it is. It just needs a fair amount more thrusters to make it, shall we say, more agile than what we currently have. Let's just get a couple more bits and pieces and see if we can complete off. I just need one more thruster component, and then that's another one done. Okay, so yes, we're going to be probably doing a more buildy episode today. We created a ship, and now we need to use it to clean up this whole hangar. So we've got one down thruster, another down thruster, left and right. Up thrusters, we've got one, nearly a second. What are you waiting for? Just another 32 thrusters. In here, I've now completed ish, apart from the thruster walls, and we've got this steel catwalk plate. I haven't put a gravity generator in here. I could, but to be honest, it's so small. It's only like a little cabin, isn't it? So can't really do very much with this. I think I may well just enclose that because I can't really put a ramp up here, as I said last episode, and that gives me a little bit of a route in should I need them. I've also put more left and right thrusters because I was missing some. There's only 3 on either side at the moment, I think. I don't think I put in anywhere else. No. So I probably want 6 on either side. So hopefully these drills will clear out enough room for this top area. And yeah, definitely don't only have 3 on each side. I've got 2 at the back, active, 3 at the front. So we should be able to stop this thing. Let's see whether we can line this thing up and see whether it'll bite into our dock. So if I just sort of rotate here, I haven't got any cameras installed. We could put cameras on the front of this block right in the middle here now that it's sitting outside the drills, or one underneath, and that may be best facing backwards or something for docking. But we'll have to build a dock soon. And I've realized I don't have any lights. I could do just put in a couple of spotlights. Yeah, spots. Yeah, there we go. They're actually quite cheap to produce. I just want to make sure I've got some lights going forwards. 1, 2. Shouldn't need that bulletproof glass. Nope, that's fine. A couple of steel tubes. Where's that welder gone? It's tiny by comparison. Let's just get that many. That will do. There we go. And do I have any more thrusters just to complete that last one? Yeah, 45. Where was it? Was it on top? I think it was. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. Now that we hopefully should be able to see forwards. Yep. There we can see the wall ahead of us. Let's see if that interference pattern that you got would be able to have some kind of constructive destructive interference, sort of like I'm not sure if the dam busters did it, but certainly in World War II there was stuff like that basically let you range find. I want a range finder to the wall, essentially, if possible. Can't really do that at the moment, but what have we got here? Is that platinum and ice and I want to say iron? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get close to it this way. Yeah, there we go. That's better. All right. So hopefully this won't cause any damage to anything on the craft, particularly those backward firing thrusters. Let's give this a go. All right, that they seem to be going, and I'm not getting any significant wobble. Maybe a little bit, but not a huge amount, which is good. That's definitely something that we don't need. So what should we go for first? Well, we're going to want to clean out this area. We've got lots of pattern processing, but let's just take a little bit of ice and see where we get to there. So let's close in. I think I do want some kind of camera. You see, you can almost range find because you can see when the two beams are separating, they're right next to the wall there. And will they clear out the extra block space above them? Because if they won't, I'll have to remove those extra items. Let's try and get to the other side. It's very hard to see on ships like this. Ah, that's not good. Oh, oxygen. Oh, oxygen. Oxygen. I thought I was destroying the ship for a second, but no, I just forgot to breathe. No problem. I need to get my thingies filled. The bottles. Alright, let's move forward again. Maybe it won't clear enough. I was hoping it would. Come on, go forwards. No, that's not looking like it's clearing quite enough, is it? Yeah, those are both the front lights touching. Now, if I change that mode, if I just go into right-click mode, they definitely will clear enough. But that is, of course, yeah, there we go. But that is, of course, wasting that rock. So we're going to have to deal with something, some other way of mounting those side thrusters if we want them. Or we can just back it up. And that will only have picked up a small amount of rock, I would imagine. Although it just take a little while to break. I should put a sign on the back saying we break for no one. Reference. Let's take a quick look. What have we actually got in here? So, yeah, 36,000 ice, 6,000 iron. Fine, so we can't do that. That's unfortunate, because that's where the light was going to come from. We can, of course, maybe put like one light in the middle here instead of that thruster. That's probably what I'll have to do. That doesn't mean I've got a camera solution around. But otherwise, yeah, I guess we'll have to cope with it. Those can both come off. And these were just, you know, a piece of steel each. I didn't bother constructing any of them because I was kind of thinking that this would happen. Okay, so if we want more side to side, I'll have to find another place for them. That doesn't mean I can't put anything sticking out the side here either. That is also a single block. So we would have to extend this if we wanted side to side, I think. And or we'd take out, we could take out that block there and this block here and have less up and down and have one more side to side. That would certainly work if we needed it. And if not, maybe not worry about it. Now we've got the connector on the other side, and that's a problem as well. Because that will get knocked off when we try and do this. So what can we do? Well, we can have one less gyro, I think. Yeah, I hate sort of doing this, but we're going to have this sort of non-central just because of the location of well, I can use a small connector, but that's not going to help. The slim connector even. It's just going to have to be non-central and non-symmetric. I didn't want to do that. We could put another one there to make it symmetric around the middle, but yeah, we can't have anything sticking out of this craft at all. Unfortunate, but it does make it sort of more slimline. Yep. Let's just hope there isn't any problem with interference fits with this in anything. That does mean we are actually going to need a some way of connecting this into the rest of the base. So there is our cargo line. And unfortunately, we're facing the wrong way around for it. It's right at the front, so we'll have to back this. No, we'll have to turn around and back this all around all over the place. We may well just be better putting in multiple of them. So we've got to be careful about this though, because this will all detach if it's not a junction. Yeah, it will stay on that side. because it's attached to a junction up there. But I think this side isn't. Let's go around. Is that just this all the way? Yeah, I don't want that to accidentally detach, which is slightly annoying. Let's see if we can do anything. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do. If this isn't attached right now, and if it starts to go floating, there's not much I can do really. So we can probably just judge where we want to put this. Probably in the middle, somewhere around here. So that block right there. Yep. And then probably up here somewhere as well. Alright, that's alright at the front end. And then we've got two holes for, essentially for docking. We could make something stick up out of these, of course. We don't have to have the full height ones. That might be used for the docking, the slimline docking port for this. So let's just grab a junction. In fact, I've already got them. Have I already got them on my toolbar? I don't think I have. Conveyors. Let's just grab the large conveyor and put it here. Do we want the junction there? No, we want it one further down, don't we? So I'm going to have to build one further down anyway. Well, unless I build it prior to the surface. If I build it prior to the surface, we can put it there. We can grab this. Grab some small steel tubes from somewhere. There we go. That's done another 110 thruster components. Okay, and now the connector. Oops. Connector. Yep, there we go. So here's this slim connector I was talking about. We've used them, I think, before on the surface, and they're sort of nice because of this. Those are quite a lot nicer when on flat surfaces. And let's just see if we can put another one in here. We're going to want to do the same thing. Okay, and here's where we find out if if the conveyors stick to blocks they're alongside of or not. Yeah, seems fine. We'll see when I reattach it in a second. All good? All good. Cool. No need for emergency surgery there. And then, of course, we are going to have to connect it up to here, but this is much simpler. And we can just switch to this mode. Now, there isn't enough space under here yet for our welding ship to complete this, but otherwise, you know, we got the pipeline going, and I'll do the rest of that off camera. There we go. The whole pipeline is now complete. And of course, because it's connected to everything else, the way we've got everything set up, if we then just dock our mining ship with it, hopefully it won't cause destruction. In fact, what we can do there is, and this is something I've not done before in this playthrough, but I have done it before because of this problem, just in case, particularly with large ships. If we just go to control panel, and we want the slim connectors, if we just connect to both of those, can we get strength? Yeah, we can turn strength when aligning ship. Smaller strength of 2 connectors is used. So strength is disabled, or we can get it to be really small. So why don't we do 0.05? Okay. And hopefully that's not going to drag everything crazy down and slam into the floor. Let's go and try it out and let's see if that actually works. Gravity field isn't high enough for this. Alright, so let's go down. Where's our whoops. Okay, so this is harder to see the port. What I think I'm going to do with this one, I'm not sure if you guys do this as well, but and do let me know if you do. You can, ooh, that's going to be get close. Maybe I should have put that connection port on the other side. Yeah, why don't we do that? It's not going to have enough room on this side. Yeah, the other thing I do generally when I'm playing, and obviously not recording, is create GPS points for exact locations like this. So what you can do is tell your ship to fly to the GPS point, and it will in turn come to a halt right over the connector. The only problem then is rotation, so you've got to be a bit careful with the rotation side of things, but it allows for, particularly if you want to say bring drones back, you can set them to fly GPS locations, and that is very useful. Let's just get to here. There we go. All right, so now let's go the other way. Hopefully not burn up our refineries. And forwards. And down. Come on. Just connect. Oh. Is it connected? It looks like it sort of is. Is it actually connected and it's just... Oh, we can just press P. Yeah, it is. It's just got this invisible buffer zone that we can actually see through. But we are actually... Or we should be able to connect to the base now. So if we go to the inventory system... well, in fact, we can see the advanced rotors. So we're definitely connected to the base. Which probably means the stuff on this vessel is actually been removed by the rest of the base. So our large cargo can... We should probably name the one in this logo. Large cargo can. We should name the one that's in this ship, I think. Yeah, it's already been emptied. So the rest of the system has dragged the stuff out of it. So everything is working as we expect now. This is also connected to the rest of the base, which means the two are charging each other. Obviously, I've put some uranium in here, about 50. And that is obviously recharging the batteries as well, although they need some power cells. I think I've got some. Did I get the power cells? Let's give this a go. Let's turn on the welders and get close enough. Will you build? You're not going to build, are you? No, you're just being obstinate. Okay. Let's see if I build the power cells. We're going to need 100 if not. Oh, another 219 thruster components. There we're not going to fit. Okay, so let's just get some power cells. Let's put another 100 on build. Switch the locations and they should be fine. Let's just put another 10 in there as well for good measure. Because they just need silver and it's platinum that we're short of. Okay, I'm just going to complete some more thrusters if I can. I can't, probably 2 or 3 I can do. Probably front ones? No, I've got 3 at the front. Back ones then. Yep. There we go. And we just need other bits and pieces for that, but that should be fine otherwise. Now, speaking of oxygen that I nearly ran out of, I did want to quickly talk about this. I'm not sure if I did in a previous episode or not. Remember I had this system here that actually points towards the sun. It does actually work. The sun's just behind the asteroid at the moment over there. I did put these junctions in here with the intention of putting oxygen farms on them. But I forgot that, of course, if you're going to put oxygen farms on them, you're going to need a pass-through conveyor. So the advanced rotor will do the job because it can pass through. But this can't. It's just a block of iron. So I'm going to need to rebuild this in the future as well. What I'm going to do is, in fact, I can probably just scrap most of it and then just rebuild it because it's mostly controlled by this script. We're going to build the central core of it down from here, I think, with conveyor. And we'll build that straight down. And then we're going to surround that, probably with the same kind of size that we have right here, except enclosed, so probably, oh, there they go, and enclosed so that this is going to be a square 5x5 cross section, so it's going to be a long tube that'll just protect the conveyor all the way down to as far as we can go down, which will probably be right here on this block. Then we'll have the rotor below that, and then we have to have a junction here. And then we can probably just build with junctions. And again, we might be able to protect a little bit of this just with maybe one, like a 3x3 or something along those lines. And then we'll rebuild this. It's seeking now. It'll take it a second or two to find the sun. That one's already found it. So yeah, we'll probably have to build this thing out of junctions, and that's going to need a rebuild, but nothing different. So I'm not going to probably show that on camera as such, just explaining it now so that you know what I'm going to be doing. If you see it again, it's massive and it's got oxygen farms. The oxygen farms will literally go on there. And because the coplanar with the solar panels, the tracking for the solar panels will help the oxygen farms. They will pump oxygen, essentially through plants, invisible plants inside them, magical invisible plants, back up here. And I think probably around here, we're then going to pipe out that way and bring a conveyor into the base. And we'll bring that back, again, probably over to this same line that we've got here, because we know there's something running under, whoops, there we are, something running right under this block right here. So we'll have an ideal location to hook that into the rest of the base. Not that I'm going to be able to pressurize this entire bay. It's more that I will then have it available in the tube system, the conveyor system, and then we will probably pump that into oxygen tanks. Now I haven't really used not the O2 generator, the tank. Where is it? Hydrogen tank? Nope, I want the oxygen tank. It's still pretty big. So you can see obviously how big that is. However, we can put multiple of them down quite easily. That's quite a cheap component to build. And then we'll probably build into that wall, I think, some kind of habitable area so that we can pressurize it, put some vent systems in, and take off this helmet and not have to worry about dying to a very nasty decompression event. And then I think I'm going to make my welding room down here. We've got plenty of room further down here. In fact, it goes all the way out to the bottom, so we can have a bottom bay if we like to do that kind of thing. And I think that'll be good. Maybe put some bay doors in. I might put some bay doors in next episode. Extend this platform out towards me, and then we know what level that this top level is on. Oh, there's another one in down here. Oh, this is going to be quite expansive. Yeah, so we'll put some bay doors in the floor, and then we've got to think about some bay doors for the end. Now, the problem, and this is more actually a question for you guys, if you're players of Space Engineers, some of you may be, what are the best bay doors? I found some really large ones in the past, and it's the size that we're going to need. I mean, if you have a look at the size of this thing, it's probably something like 20 blocks tall. The regular bay doors that come in the game, let's just have a look at them. That's just a personnel door. Blast doors, yeah, that's just like a big block of iron that you can rotate. But there is a airtight hangar door. There we go. And I want something equivalent to a airtight hangar door, but it's by default it's not big enough. Let's just go and show you what I mean. You see that? That's the size open. That red box. It's like 3 blocks tall. And that's not going to do the job. It'll do for a small hangar bay where we've got like small ships coming out. And yes, you can put them, you can put one here and then flip it, one here and then flip it upside down and put it at the top. But that still only gives you a 4 blocks high door. And we need something bigger than that. So the usual way that happens with mods is they scale the whole thing up, which means you need to set the door into the rock somehow, because the start of the door is going to be set back a multiple of this door size. Instead of being 3 blocks tall, it'll be 6 blocks tall, which will give you, if you put 2 adjusting each other, that'll give you a 6 space when everything's open. That's still not enough. Is there anything bigger? Do you know? If so, put something in the comments down below and we can have a look at some different door options. We want a gigantic door. Now, we can probably get away with something better. If you have a look, obviously this ship is only 5 blocks wide. So even if you had a 6 wide door, that would work. And it's only 3 blocks tall, so technically this would still fit through a door if we had, one sort of like that, and then another one at the top, but still not big enough. So what's the best door you can think of for this? Do let me know, and we can have a look at some mods in the workshop next episode, when hopefully this thing has finished chewing out platinum. There we go. What have we got left? few thrusters left. Yeah, never mind. I'll do them off camera and we'll continue with the next episode. So we know this mine ship works. We've got an extra couple of ports in the floor now. We've refined the design a little bit. I'm not as happy with it now that I can't have 3 side by side and then another 3 side by side somewhere else, but it'll do. I don't want to waste rock by trying to chew a larger hole with the right click mode. And that'll do this episode off, I think. I'd like to really just clean this up, but probably off camera now that this thing is flying. We've got a dock ready for it to you know, unload all the ores it gets, and then we'll start putting docking doors in next episode. So feel free to join me for that. As always, guys, thanks for watching.